Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Baking with Akis. Today we will explore two classic Greek desserts, each with its own unique flair. First we will prepare a Greek syrup almond cake, a moist and fragrant treat soaked in lascious syrup, and then we are making the speediest Greek sweet bread, Tsoureki, a quick and easy version of the beloved breaded bread. Get ready to fill your kitchen with the irresistible aroma of Greek baking. Let's start with a dessert that is rich in tradition and flavor, Greek syrup almond cake or Amygdalopita. With its tender texture, nutty flavor and syrupy goodness, this cake is a must-have for any celebration or special gathering. Simple yet indulgent, this recipe never fails to impress. Let's see the ingredients. Greek syrup almond cake. Ingredients: 300 grams ground almonds, 10 eggs, 200 grams granulated sugar, half a teaspoon vanilla powder, 1 pinch of salt, the zest of 1 lemon, the juice of half a lemon, 200 grams fine semolina plus extra for the pan, 1 teaspoon baking powder, butter for the pan. For the syrup, 1 kilo granulated sugar, 500 grams water, 1 cinnamon stick, the juice of half a lemon. To serve, roasted almonds. It is Amygdalopita time and I need my lemon here because I need the juice from half lemon to prepare my syrup. I have a pot here, I will add my water, I will add my sugar with the cinnamon stick, and because the amount of sugar is too much, we need to add a little bit of lemon to keep our syrup runny and sexy. Now, the lemon is in, I will keep the other half because I will need it later, and the syrup is on. One job done. Let's go for the next job. Now we have to prepare Amygdalopita. We are making Amygdalopita with a specific way. Here I have my eggs. I already separated them, the whites and the yolks. We have to make sure that we don't have any yolks into the whites because first we have to beat the egg whites with a half of the sugar here until it becomes a meringue, okay? For how long? It depends on your mixer. About 3 to 4 minutes at least we need for this process, and then we will carry on, okay? Are you ready? Let's go. My meringue is ready and my syrup is ready as well. Now, take a spatula and as you can see, the meringue is perfect. So we have to take it out this way. Just transfer to a big bowl the meringue of egg whites, and in the same bowl I will put back on mixer. I will add my egg yolks with the remaining sugar, this one. I will add a pinch of salt. I will add my vanilla powder. And I will beat this mixer for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now, the egg yolks are ready. We want to break down the sugar. Nice. If you don't have this huge mixer, I know that you have the small one. It is working fine, don't worry about it. And now, what we are doing, we have two mixers, one with egg yolks and one with egg whites. I will leave them on the side and I will prepare another more mixer with the dry ingredients. Here I have some ground almonds, semolina, baking powder, and I have to add all these ingredients here. If I do that at once, then probably the mixer will... We don't want that. We want to keep this lovely air inside there. And how we'll do that? If we add gradually the dry ingredients and the meringue into the egg yolks. Now, the first thing I have to do is to add a little bit of lemon zest. And the juice of half lemon. And what I'm about to do, here I have in the middle my basic butter, and 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I will mix the almonds with the semolina and the baking powder. I will add 1/4 of the mixture here, along with 1/4 of my meringue. Mixy mix. Again, 1/4 of my dry ingredients here, along with 1/4 of my meringue. Easy, right? You got it? We are almost done. 1/4 with 1/4. Come on, get in there. Can you see the volume of the butter? Unbelievable. It's like cloud. Amazing. Now, this is the last batch of dry ingredients and the last batch of meringue, and we are almost done. You're going back, and it's time for the last mixy mix. See that? Fold gently. And if you see some spots of egg white meringue and you want to break it, don't worry about it. It's better not to over whisk and keep the air in than to over whisk for the meringue. Now, I'm ready for the oven. Where is my tray? My tray is here. It's 30 by 40. I already buttered it and dusted with semolina. And I will pour my lovely airy butter in. Look at that. Tell me really, have you ever seen something like that in your life? So airy, so lovely. Oh my God. It is full of flavor. Now spread it. It will be like a sponge. Lovely. Spread it, and my oven is preheated to 180 degrees Celsius, set to fan, and I will bake for 35 minutes. In 35 minutes, we want a soft, hot almond cake and the cold syrup. Then I will pour my syrup in, and the dessert is ready. And Amygdalopita is ready. As you can see, it shrunk. Don't worry about it, because it will expand after the syrup. And my syrup is here, and we want to pour it gently. This way, while it's still hot. Lovely. Look at that. My sponge at this time searching for a nice syrup, and this is the best syrup that we can deliver. Lovely. And we need to let it sit over there for at least 1 hour. In 1 hour, my dessert will look like this one. Before and after. So I will leave that on the side. And it's time to cut this bad boy. I need a spatula. And you want a small piece or a big piece? Big piece? Okay. If you want a big piece, then I will cut in 3 here. And here I will cut in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Now, I need a plate. And let's take out this lovely piece over here. Oh my God. Perfection. Can you see underneath? The syrup is perfect, everything is perfect. And I like to serve this lovely dessert upside down because I want the syrup to go down at this point. What do you think? Stunning? Amazing? You want a piece of it? I have good news, because if you want a piece of it, you saw that it is a very easy dessert to prepare. Only in 10 minutes, you will have it straight into the oven and you have enough portion for 12 people, okay? Now, enjoy and let's go to the next recipe. Next, we are bringing you an easy twist on a classic favorite, the speediest Greek sweet bread, Tsoureki. This no-fuss version manages to capture all the fluffy aromatic goodness of traditional Tsoureki without the long preparation time. Perfect for those moments when you need a little sweetness in a hurry. Let's see our ingredients. The speediest Greek sweet bread, Tsoureki. Ingredients: 200 grams whole milk, 2 eggs, 120 grams granulated sugar, the zest of 1 orange, 550 grams hard flour, half a teaspoon salt, 14 grams dry yeast, 4.5 grams mahlab powder, 1.5 grams mastic powder, 100 grams butter at room temperature, 1 egg yolk diluted with 1 tablespoon of milk, and 30 grams of almond slivers. So, I told you that this Tsoureki is the speediest recipe ever. Normally, when we are making Tsoureki, we have a process at mixer, at least 20-25 minutes, when we need to add all the ingredients in a specific order. In this recipe, we will add all the ingredients at once inside the mixer, okay? This is the easiest thing ever. So, I have my bowl here. I will add my dry yeast, a little bit of milk, and a little bit of sugar. Sugar is an ally of the yeast. Salt is an enemy of the yeast. That's why we will use very little amount of salt. Now, mix everything until you dissolve the yeast. And at this moment, the yeast is so happy because there is a bath inside there with milk and sugar that yeast loves, and it will wake up with a lovely pleasure. Now, add all the other ingredients. We need first the flavor. Here I have some mastic powder, mahlab, the zest of 1 orange. If you want more orange, you can add 1 more. Just the zest and just the orange part, okay? Do not add the white part because it's quite bitter and we don't want that in the recipe. Now, the butter, of course, is going in. And the flour. We need to crack 2 eggs inside, 100 grams in total. 1, 2, and the salt. Done. Finito. Now the mixer will work for us. Beat the mixer for 15 minutes because we have a strong flour here and we need the gluten to work on the mixer and become elastic and nice. That's why we need to beat for a long time with a hook attachment, 15 minutes, and then we will carry on. And the dough is ready. Tsoureki for Greeks is the most popular sweetbread. And the smell right now is so intoxicating. I can live with this smell. I love Tsoureki. And this is the easiest recipe ever. Now, we need to let the dough rise until it doubles in size. I have a bowl here. I will add some oil to make sure that it will not stick to the bowl. And the dough is in. As you can see, it is so elastic. It is because we overbeat the mixer to the mixer and we used strong flour, that's why. And in about an hour, the dough will look like this one. You got it? Now you have to be patient. It depends from the heat of the room. We want it to double in size. You want to break this bubble? This is mine, okay? Now, the dough is ready. I will take it out. And as you can see, it is perfect. We want to see these fibers. Can you see those fibers? That means that the dough is perfect to make tsoureki. And with this dough, I can have 2 tsoureki, and I will cut my dough in half, and then in half. 2 pieces for each tsoureki, okay? And we need to roll out a nice strip like this one. We roll out from the middle to the edges, this way. And the first strip is ready. I will go for the next one too. From the middle to the edges. From the middle to the edges. And a little bit more, I am ready. Make a cross this way and easy cheesy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, point the edge over here, put it underneath, spread your tsoureki, push it a little bit, and the first one is ready. I will put it on my tray. This is the first one. And I will do the same process for the other one. Again, from the middle to the edges, roll out 1. What do you think? Easy process, right? Yes. You don't have to be an expert. Maybe the first time it will be a little bit weird and difficult at the same time for you, but trust me, if you're watching me very carefully and do exactly what I'm doing, then your tsoureki will be perfect. Now, the first one is here, the second one is there, and easy cheesy. Point the edge underneath. And this is my second one. Now, we need to let them rise again. At this point, they will need more than 1 hour, probably again, because it depends from the heat of the room. We want to become like those. What do you think? As you can see, when they start rising, they're becoming nice, firm, sexy, beautiful. You want to eat them straight ahead, but they're not ready. We need to bake them first. And here I have my egg wash. This is just egg yolk with a little bit of water. I will brush them. And always, when we are making tsoureki, we use some almond slivers. Okay? On top. Voila! Finito! My oven is preheated to 160 degrees Celsius set to fan. We need the rack at the highest level and we are going to bake for about 25 to 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, tsoureki will be ready. And this is what I call the perfect tsoureki. Look at this. This is the best thing in life. It is warm, it is full of flavor, it is something else. And the good tsoureki should be soft and chewy at the same time. Because it is not a bread, it is not a cake, it's something in between that nobody can resist. This is for me, this is for you, this is for everybody. And as you can see, it is just falling apart. We can call it the Greek brioche, but it's not brioche. Oh my God. You can literally serve it with anything, just a little bit of butter and jam, just a little bit of honey, as it is, toasted with some peanut butter. Tsoureki is a staple food for the perfect breakfast. Bon appetit, and I hope you try it. And that's all for today's sweet episode. We created a beautifully moist and syrupy Greek syrup almond cake and a fast, flavorful version of Greek sweet bread tsoureki. Both recipes are brimming with Greek flavors and aromas, making them perfect for sharing with loved ones. Thank you for joining me on Baking with Akis. See you next time and happy baking!